Hello everybody and welcome to Dan's Pizza Review, reviewing pizza in Hillsborough, New Jersey. I am Dan. Today we are going to be reviewing Roman Gourmet at the Nelson's Corner Shopping Plaza, or Nelson's Shopping Plaza. This actually used to be called Nelson's Corner Pizza. It's right behind me over there. Very busy here for a Saturday. Typical busy because there's a shop right over there. Yeah, so we're gonna be reviewing that. As you can see, the center over here, as you can see, is very busy. There's a Hallmark over here. Roman Gourmet's in the right over there, next to a Verizon store. I didn't even realize there's a Verizon store over here. That's good to know. China Moon over here as well. Dry cleaners. There's a coin-op laundry place over there. The dentist right over there. Emerald Dental's right around there too. Flower shop. That corner used to be like a Starbucks over there too, but it's no longer there. Mailboxes BC, which is fantastic as well. Just to give you an idea of what this place is like, I ordered a small. Essentially, I will tell you all about the small pie. It was about 12 and change, I would say, but it was actually 13 and change because they put some weird fees on there. I even ordered online to try to get like a 10% discount because they have a 10% discount if you order a certain way online, and it ended up being like 13 and change, so the price is a 9. I have some friends that also have recommended this place to try it out, and yeah, we're gonna go ahead and give it a shot and we'll see. So I'll tell you how it is in a minute. So just so you guys can see the closer view over here, that's behind me, Roman Gourmet. They have two little tables. I might just sit down and try a slice or two over there while I'm there, and hopefully I get a good pizza. Again, I have a couple friends that are swearing by it, and yeah, they're they said that they actually told me this is the best pizza in Hillsborough, believe it or not. Now I've had Nelson's Corner Pizza before. I disagree with them on Nelson's Corner Pizza, but I never had Roman Gourmet, at least picking it up from the pizza place in the south. So let's see how it is. And for those that don't remember, I rate it on freshness, taste, price. I give the price a 9 now. Re-heatability and location. Unfortunately, I'm probably going to give this location, I'm going to give this location like a 7, mainly because it's just way too busy to even try to get here with your car. The parking lot's just majorly insane. This place is hidden in the corner. The sign on 206 is just so small that you would miss it. That's the only downside, I want to say, for now, but that's where I'm going to go with the location, is a 7. It's still okay because it's very busy, so I'm going to keep that at a 7. So here we go. I'll get my pie in a few minutes and we'll see how it is. Alright, so here is a pie that I got from Roman Gourmet. 4 slices, a little bit of a smaller pie. I'm sitting down in front of here now. They're 4 big, no, actually there's 6 slices. They actually cut it as 6, but there's 6 small slices, but they look like 4 big slices. Actually, I'm going to leave it at 9 for the price. I was going to go down maybe just a little bit. You know what? I'm going to go down 8.5. I don't feel like that's a big enough pie compared to the pies I have been getting. But let's see what the taste is. Let's see if it's fresh. Let's see if it's tasty. I think that's the next thing that we're going to say. So let me set it up here, and I'll let you guys know in a minute. Basically save 2 slices for a little bit later and see how it goes. Okay, so as you can see, this is the pizza. Seems to be fresh at least. I can give that freshness a 10, believe it or not. And it tastes okay. You can see how busy it is with people constantly walking by. They really needed to cut this into 6 small slices, though. That's what they needed to do. That makes it really difficult to eat this pizza. Taste is okay. Is it a 10? No. It just missed that 10 mark. I think it just missed that 10 mark. 9.5 in the taste. I have to turn around and make sure no one's behind me. Also, somebody behind me. Yeah. Now, I think the key here is that, does it stay fresh by the time I get home? Because that's usually been what's been bringing it down. 10 right now for freshness. Does it stay at a 10? 9.5 in the taste. Yeah, cool. Well, there you have it. Roman Gourmet Pizza. We'll come back tomorrow for the reheatability factor. We'll see how that ends up being. This has been pretty decent pizza. Would I get it again? Sure. Yeah, absolutely. Pretty busy over here. Did take me about 30 minutes to get a pizza. 25-30 minutes. True sign of how busy it really was over here. Usually busy places usually mean that people like the pizza, so that's a good thing. Good for them. Cool. I was so close to giving you guys a 10 on the taste, but just something. You know what it was? I think it was a crust. I think it was a crust that actually got. That's what really. I just felt the crust was just way too dry. So anyway, there you go. Be back tomorrow. I'll see you guys then. All right, guys, welcome back. We are now 24 hours since I've gotten my pizza at Roman Gourmet. I've set my oven to 400. I'm gonna open up the pizza and see what it looks like. Looks pretty good. My goal was to have 2 slices. As you can see, this is actually pretty big 1 slice, which probably should have been cut into 2. So I only really brought home 1 slice. And yeah, we're going to go ahead and, this has been sitting in the refrigerator for 24 hours. It's what I do to judge the reheatability factor. So I'm gonna put this actually on here. Okay, just a little bit of a recap so far, and they got a good, a pretty decent rating from me. Friends were telling me to try them. The freshness was a 10. The taste was a 9.5. Reason why I went down by that 0.5 was originally I said the crust was too hard for me, but also the bottom piece wasn't that hard. It was kind of like a little bit soggier, because I kind of didn't like that. So it just went down. It only went down half a point. I think they almost had it perfect. That's really good. The price went down to an 8.5 because I got a very small pie. It ended up costing me, like 13 and change. This really should have been probably about $12, if not a little less, for the pie. And then, we're gonna go ahead and do the reheatability there. And the location, I thought it was just too busy over there, and so I got it at a 7. So yeah, there we go. So before we go ahead and we're going to attempt to put this in the oven. I will tell you that there is a story behind Roman Gourmet. It's actually a very bad story. I will tell you guys that story here in a minute as the pizza will get heated up. And I think I almost feel like I should have stayed this one for October because it's a bad story and it's a scary story. No judge on Roman Gourmet on this one, but it's not a story about Roman Gourmet more than it is about 2 people that were at Roman Gourmet that used to work. So you probably, those that know Roman Gourmet probably know where I'm going with this one. So we'll put the pizza in the oven here in a bit, and there we go. All right, perfect timing. And we're gonna stick this pizza in the oven. It's at 400, and what I tend to do now is I'll put it in here, right on the top. Okay, ironically enough, it's very, very hot. I'm gonna stick it this way. Okay, and I'm gonna set up, and I'm gonna tell you guys the story here in a bit. We're gonna go though. Typically timer 5 minutes. Hopefully I can tell the story within 5 minutes. This could be a longer video, so bear with me. I'll set up here in a minute. Okay, so here is the story. We got 5 minutes to tell it or less. Roman Gourmet was actually established in about February of 2013. It used to be known as Nelson's Corner Pizzeria. I never liked Nelson's Corner Pizzeria. I didn't like their pizza to begin with, and it became Roman Gourmet. And I thought about trying them. I said, let me give them a shot. Let me try them. Unfortunately, I ran into a bunch of health issues and stuff like that I just couldn't really get there. I kind of avoided going there, and I was like, let me just get closer pizzas. Alfonso's was really my go-to at the time. And it still kind of is as I'm doing these, but it has nothing to do with Alfonso's though. So this is we go back then, and then about May of 2014, something really bad happened. We're talking about a year and 3 months later. For those to add to the story, there is a Roman Gourmet in Maplewood too, but this one is in Hillsborough. I don't know if they're owned by the same owners or not, but what I will tell you is that this is a tough story to tell. Okay. What I can tell you about this story is that I decided to go take a walk one day around my neighborhood here, just around my townhouse complex. And as I was walking down the block, I saw a bunch of fire trucks, firemen, police officers, everything coming around. And I looked down the block. I mean, within less than a 5-minute walking distance, I saw a townhouse that was ablaze early in the morning. I mean, they were talking like 7:30 in the morning. And I'm like, oh boy. I'm like, that is I'm like, that is just not a good sign. So what's happened? So apparently, there was a girl that used to work, and I'm very sorry to tell you guys this story. I don't want to make any bad on Roman Gourmet about this one. Nothing to do with them, other than the fact that these two people used to work. There was a girl that used to work with May, and I guess the night before, this is what I heard the story. This is how their story went. So I'm going to tell you guys. I guess the night before, she decided to go home, and one of the workers, who I believe was potentially a cook that was making the pizzas over there and making the food, decided to ask her if he can give her a ride home. I guess, one thing led to another, and, she accepted the ride. He took her home, and I don't know if it was that night or if it was the next morning, but he admitted to it, and if you look up online, you'll see it. He admitted to strangling her in bed, killing her. I guess, now from what I hear, the way the story went was that, tough story to tell, was that, I guess he got nervous, and he decided to light the the bed sheets on fire, and the couch on fire, and then take off. The next morning, obviously, that happened next morning. So he killed her, and then he burnt her and the house down. I don't know if she was dead or alive when he burnt the house down. Nobody really knows, but he just admitted to strangling her and then burning the house down. Come to find out a little bit later that, he was an arsonist, a known arsonist from another country, and he was facing probably over 100 years in prison if he didn't plead guilty, and he got 30. So that's my story about Roman Gourmet. I don't want you guys to really be scared about this place or anything like that. No judge on them. I judged them for a little bit on that. I never went there because I felt like it's a business whenever, because of how this was, but that was probably bad call on my part. But I'm giving their pizza a try. First time, decided to say, hey, what happened there between two people outside of the business really has no bearing as to taste of their pizza or the way the business is run. Thankfully, the business didn't suffer that much. So, they did pretty well, and here we are 8 years later, still going to Roman Gourmet. So obviously they're still around, which is a good thing. So here we go. We have the pizza. Wow. Oh, so you got to see my setup there. We have the pizza ready to come out of the oven. Cool. Awesome. It was in there for 5 minutes. We're going to shut this off. We're going to put on my trusty glove. I was a little shaky telling that story, to be honest with you. Still a little shaky telling that story. We're going to take this out. I'm hoping its reheatability is going to be up there. Oh man, this pizza looks so good. This pizza actually looks good for a reheatability factor. I'm gonna set this up, let this cool off for a minute, and then give you guys the lowdown of what the reheatability is. So give me a minute. All right, so here's the pizza. I got it on here. I'm gonna try this now. This is a huge slice. This really should be 2 slices. Huge slice though. A little greasy. I can see the grease coming off of here. I like that. I can see the grease coming off here. No surprise whatsoever. This is a very, 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 very good pizza. Reheated, this is a very good pizza. I like it. Wow, I really like the reheatability on this one. This is really good. A little difficult to eat because of the huge slice, but that's okay. Crust just as good as yesterday. Like I said, hard crust, but it didn't change. The crust didn't become harder. The crust didn't become softer. It stayed exactly the same. The pizza's exactly the same as yesterday. Maybe a little bit better. Wow, and you can see the cheese. But that was a good. This is honestly. So I'm tasting it right now, eating it, and what I'm going to give this now is a 10 on the reheatability. That's good. That's really, really good. So, well, I almost want to get another pizza from them because that's how good it is. So that's really good for you guys. So good job, Roman Gourmet. So what does that mean? So let me finish this first. What does that mean? So their freshness was a 10. The reheatability was a 10. So that's 20 points right there. Their price was an 8.5. So that was 28.5. Then their taste was a 9.5. So that's what is this? 9, 37, and 38. Sorry, 38, 37.5. Actually, it would probably be 38, and then 6. Their location was a 7. Sorry, I'm counting. Which brings it to a 45 out of 50 total. That means their pizza is a 9 out of 10. That's actually really good because that puts them in a tie for top 3. Good for them. And if you want to know who they're tied with Alfonso's, because I believe I nailed Alfonso 9-10 out as well. Which is shocking to me because they're my favorite place to go to. But good job. And one of the things I talked about in previous videos was the freshness. Does it stay fresh when I get home, or is it any different? And the answer is it stayed just as fresh when I got home. Short distance, from that Nelson's Corner Plaza to my house, but it still stayed fresh, and I was very, very happy because the moment I was like, wow, this tastes still like the pizza that I got right out of from the store back to my home. So that they nailed that. So that's why the freshness just stayed. Good job on them. There you have it. have it. Cool. So, as I'm finishing this pizza, so I definitely go back there. I definitely get another pie. Great pizza. I wonder what it'd be like delivery, and maybe that's in my head now. Like if I start going deliveries to some places, I wonder how their pizza. Regardless, great pizza, very enjoyable. Was it the best pizza in Hillsborough? No. Is it best pizza top 3 right now? Yes. And I say tie, and it's tied for one. Honestly, if I had to go one or the other, I probably would go the first one, my favorite. But if my favorite wasn't there, this would definitely be my next choice, without a doubt. Wow, I'm impressed with how the pizza is. So that being said, I only did one for the month of August, like I said I would do. Like I said, I did something in July. I lost my account somehow. Couldn't get into it. Got it back. Uploaded a video in August, and now you get a second video in August, which is actually the August video. I was essentially going to try to do 2 videos, but I opted against it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to save the next video for end of September. Why? Because Hillsborough is running their restaurant week at the end of September or October. That will bring me to a pizza place. I don't know which one. It depends on who has specials, who's doing what when. But obviously, we're looking at September, October, November, December, 4 more left at this point. Maybe we get 1, maybe we get 2 during it. I don't know. I'll have to look to see who's doing their specials and where they are. The other thing is those pizza places now that I'm going to go to are a little bit further. So the struggle is going real for us. It's like really, for those who don't understand. I mean, a 3-mile drive for me is feels like I'm going 500 miles because of some issues that I had. But anyway, regardless of that, I will at least try to get to at least one place, check it out. So until then, go ahead, hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, leave any comments if you have any comments or questions or anything, comment about the pizzas, and until the next one, peace out all, later, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your summer. I'll see you in September.